Nevada's first choice for news. This is 8 News Now at 4.
The Cactus Interchange will happen, and it will bring much-needed freeway access to people living in the South Valley. Thanks for being with us on this Friday. I'm Paul Johnsich.
I'm Denise Valdez. We have live team coverage here first at 4. Cassandra Garcia is shining a spotlight on the relief this means, but let's begin with Ken Smith, who's got the best view of this in Chopper 8. Ken?
Yeah, it's going to be all about connecting the dots, if you will. That is connecting Cactus Road. It's going to be connected between Dean Martin and Las Vegas Boulevard, but there's one big obstacle to connect this road. It's going to be I-15. They have to cross over Interstate 15, so that's a part of the reason why they're creating this brand new interchange. It's going to take 18 months to complete, $62 million project, and keep in mind that it's going to cause lane reductions, and it's going to be one of those deals where there's no pain, no gain there. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of that. Now, this new interchange project is all about future South Valley growth.
We feel that it's going to have more accessibility, more connection to I-15, and this area is going to be booming in years coming forward. So in the future, definitely it's going to help mobility in this area of the valley.
And mobility basically means better traffic conditions here. It'll reduce traffic congestion at St. Rose Parkway and also at Silverado Ranch, where cars have to actually get off at those interchanges and drive up and down this small little 2-lane road. Part of this project will expand Cactus Road and make it a wider road connecting here once again across here Interstate 15. And it's going to be a long time, but eventually we're going to get this project done, and it's going to help mobility, as our director of NDOT, Rudy, said, and also create a lot less congestion for this future South Valley growth area. Reporting live here from Chopper 8 over the Cactus Interchange, or the future one at that, I'm Ken Smith, 8 News Now.
All right, Ken, thank you. As you can imagine, drivers in that area can't wait until this interchange is finished. Residents and businesses around that area are looking forward to some relief.
8 News Now reporter Cassandra Garcia is live in the construction zone with details on this major road project. Cassandra?
Well, that's right. All this area will be transformed into an interchange in less than a year and a half. And drivers tell me once it's done, it will relieve a lot of their traffic-related stress. Now, there's been so much growth in the Southwest Valley that drivers say every way home is congested. Many of the drivers that I spoke to today say the project is going to speed up travel in this area. Business like Boulevard Bar and Grill have been dealing with increased traffic problems for years. It's right up the street from where the construction will be taking place. Kim Blanc, the manager, says when it's done, the interchange could actually lead to more business.
That's great. I mean, that's perfect. The more people that pass the front of our building, obviously, you know, they see the cars in the driveway and they see where we're at, and you know, hopefully they'll stop in when they pass by.
Boulevard Bar and Grill is right off of Silverado Ranch exit. Kim says her customers are always talking about the traffic nightmare at this intersection. And coming up at 6, why drivers say this interchange won't just be for convenience. They say once it's done, it might actually make I-15 a safer place to drive. Reporting live, Cassandra Garcia, 8 News Now.
All right, Cassandra, thanks for that. Meantime, drivers right near the Spaghetti Bowl this morning may have been stuck in some serious traffic. A motorcyclist died after losing control. Happened at about 10 o'clock on the 15 South, leading to the US 95 North ramp. We're told a 64-year-old man lost control of that motorcycle, hit a wall, and then was thrown from his bike. He died later at UMC. The investigation shut down that part of the Spaghetti Bowl for a few hours earlier today.
The urgency to be sure law enforcement officers are trained to respond to crisis is picking up. The FBI is planning to host what they call an active shooter conference. The effort, while not a full-scale simulation, is about encouraging collaboration and coordination among all the law enforcement agencies. It'll be the second such conference. The FBI hosted the first active shooter conference in the state earlier this month.
Accused of making the kill shot that triggered a fiery crash on the Las Vegas Strip back in February, and that could already bring him the death penalty. But a grand jury added a surprise indictment to the mix. This all stems from a 2010 case and charges against him with a robbery and felony sexual assault. Amar Harris, due in court next month on both indictments. He remains behind bars without bail at the Clark County Jail. The shooting and the car crash in February killed 3 people and shut down the Las Vegas Strip for hours. Tens of thousands of bikers have taken over a small desert city, and many who live there are welcoming them with open arms. The Laughlin Chamber of Commerce says the River Run is an important part of the city's economy. For the last 31 years, it's taken place at the southern tip of Nevada, right along the Colorado River, just a few minutes from the California and Arizona borders. And that's where we find Brian Brennan joining us now with more on this big motorcycle rally. Brian?
The Laughlin River Run officially started Wednesday, but today's the day we start to see all these bikes pouring in. They're expecting 70,000 visitors. That's about 7 times the population of Laughlin. Now, last year, nearly 60,000 people came, many riding their bikes across several states to get here. The event raised about $36 million, and for many businesses and casinos accounted for 10% of their entire year's bottom line. Organizers say they want everyone to have fun, but also have to keep the huge crowd under control.
Law enforcement from Arizona, California, Nevada, we take public safety very seriously. We want our law-abiding guests to have a safe river run. It's something that we spend a lot of time on every year.
It's a good time to come down here, check out all the vendors and the beautiful bikes and the people down here.
MJ Smith says the Laughlin River Run is the largest bike run on the West Coast, with many entertaining events like custom bike shows, concerts, and a charity poker tournament. Some of those concerts include tonight's concerts with Travis Tritt, Blood, Sweat, and Tears with Foghat. And now between the 9 hotels and the 1 motel here in Laughlin, that's 10,000 rooms, each one taken up for this motorcycle rally. Reporting live, Brian Brennan, 8 News Now.
Brian, I know a lot of people like to head out to Laughlin to go boating and whatnot, but really over the last few decades, it's kind of grown as a tourist destination, hasn't it?
It absolutely is, and this is definitely the biggest event by far they have each year, but they see about 3 million visitors every year.
Boy, all the rooms taken up this weekend. That's good news. Thanks, Brian.